It has been a tough 48 hours for India. Several parts of the country have been devastated by rainfall, record rain. India's capital saw its wettest July day in 4 decades. Houses collapsed, trees were uprooted, roads disappeared, several lives were lost. And this is not a story about climate change. It is a story about apathy, about suffering, and those living in India's national capital region have been suffering for far too long. You see, every time it rains, life in this part of the world comes to a standstill. And this weekend was no different. Except it was much, much worse. Delhi turned into a large, big, muddy swimming pool, one that no one ordered. Let me show you some videos. This is what Delhi's iconic Connaught Place looked like over the weekend. There was waterlogging. Water had entered shops. Shoppers were stranded. Many were forced to wade through dirty, knee-deep water. This photo of Lutyens, Delhi was posted on social media. This is one of the most or the most prime area in the country. But this is what the neighborhood in which the Indian Prime Minister stays looked like this weekend. In fact, in some other areas of Delhi, roads became rivers, fast-flowing rivers. Look at this. In which part of the world does a national capital look like this? In India's NCR, you not only have flooded streets, but also caving streets. The rain left a big hole in one of the main city roads. It also left a big hole in the heart of those living in Delhi who couldn't help but ask themselves whether this was even sustainable. And just how many more monsoons before their suffering comes to an end? There are no answers. There's only a flood warning, closed schools and colleges, and a Yamuna that is coming dangerously close to the danger mark. Over the weekend, the rain also lashed several parts of the country. The state of Himachal Pradesh was the worst hit. Many lost their lives in the last 24 hours. There were landslides, people were buried under them, roads were closed, cars washed away. This video is from Kulu. And here's another from Kulu. Years, decades and generations of savings being washed away, homes being washed away. It's the kind of nature's fury not many have seen. Look at this. This was a bridge in Himachal's Lahore area. Here's another video from Himachal. This is what parts of Punjab look like. Schools will remain closed for 3 days. And you know what? The worst may not be over. Weather offices predict heavy to very heavy rainfall to lash Punjab till the weekend. Till the weekend. While parts of India did receive record rain this weekend, it would not be entirely correct to say the downpour was unexpected. Extreme events, after all, are becoming the new normal. And modern cities are supposed to be prepared to tackle the extremes. But Delhi floods every time it rains, and it's not because it rains too much. It is because the Indian national capital just cannot handle even an hour's rainfall. Delhi's infrastructure is ancient. It is functioning or not on a drain plan that was made back in 1976. It has not been updated yet. But if you tell this to the government, chances are that it will point you to an updated plan that was designed by IIT Delhi in the year 2018. But what about implementing it? What good is a blueprint, after all, on a piece of paper? And then you have the problem of sewage. More often than not, it clogs whatever remains of Delhi's storm water drains. And the result is less rainwater flowing into the Yamuna and more runoff water. And Delhi's pipelines also are too old to handle heavy rainfall. You know, whatever the reason be, it is the people who are suffering. It is the people of Delhi who have water entering their homes, their shops, who have water accumulating near their homes and making them vulnerable to waterborne diseases. One cannot help but ask, what is their elected government doing? You see, in March this year, the Delhi government presented a 78,000 crore rupees budget. You know what the theme was? Saaf, Sundar or Adhunik Delhi, meaning clean, beautiful and modern Delhi. 21,000 crores earmarked for infrastructure. 21,000 crore rupees is a lot of money. But how does the government plan to spend it? In making Delhi a modern city that every Indian can take pride in. That's what it says. Currently, every Indian, and those outside India as well, are looking at these visuals. They are looking at the suffering of those living in Delhi, of the students who were forced to stay back home today, employees who have not been able to go to work today, many who have had to miss crucial meetings, flights, because of the chaos on the streets of Delhi. A chaos that's man-made, by the way. And people cannot help but ask, what exactly has the government been doing all of these years? The government boasts of having completed 28 flyovers and underpasses in the last 8 years, and it aims to complete another 30. But what about drains, seepage? The bare basics that even the municipal planners living in Indus Valley remember to build. But how did the government of Delhi forget? WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.